Hello, take back your life
Did
joy.
I do it?
It worked. I just waved at you. I don't know what that does.
Oh, good.
You feel waved at? I don't know
I do.
what that's doing. Hello.
Hello.
I love this. Oh,
It's happening. It's happening.
fucking happening.
Fucking happening, man.
Oh,
Good. Good.
how are you doing? How are you doing in the minutes since I last talked with you?
Well, it's been a very productive last 20 minutes.
Oh, it's Monday. Welcome to Monday.
Yeah, we made it.
At least for me at noon, I'm still saying welcome to Monday.
For real.
How are you feeling about your week?
Settling in. Well, the week, it's going to come, and I'm going to roll with it.
Yes.
That's pretty much how I feel about it.
That's all we got, man.
That's right. It's going to happen.
The other choices are not acceptable.
Mm-mm.
To not roll with it.
To not roll with it or worry about it or any kind of thing like that. That's not. We did that. We're going to make a new choice. That's how I feel about it.
I love it. I love it. All right. Welcome to Mindset Monday, folks.
Hi.
You and me.
Yeah.
I like to start out saying, this is Carrie LaMastus, one of my favorite people of Take Back Your Life, Hypnotherapy. And can we just start with what led you to start this business, Carrie LaMastus?
Okay. Well, the short answer is a spiritual awakening. And that coincided or was brought about. Now, the longer answer is I've been kicking this can down the road for many years.
Yeah.
Not
I welcome the longer answer, whatever you're up for. So
yeah. Well, I attempted this in my 20s, and I was completely afraid of it, thinking this is ridiculous. This is scary. Like, who's gonna be? I had a psychic actually tell me a little bit about it, and this was in the 90s. And my thought was nobody would be there. I would be all alone, and this is crazy pants, and I'm not doing it. And so I shoved that way down, way down deep. Went to architecture school, as you know, and did a whole architecture career, interior design. And in 2019, I was running, 10 to 15 remodel jobs by myself. Started my own Park and Pacific, and then I hit a wall and stopped working. I mean, don't tell anybody.
Tell everyone it's possible, because you survived. You're on the other side.
Well, and what came out of that was Take Back Your Life. So I stopped doing interior design, and I'm in the process of weeding that out still, honoring my commitments to the clients that I had, and also, keeping afloat. But during that time, I had another thing that a lot of things happened in 2019 that were unusual. I was going to say unexplainable, but they're unusual. One of the events was I had been watching hypnosis videos on YouTube. There were many. And I had an experience. I was all alone in my room by myself, and I had challenged Archangel Michael, because this one woman that I was following, she called on Archangel Michael as a practice. And so I did that. I said, okay, Archangel Michael, if this is real, then come on, show it to me. And so
I dare you.
I dare you.
Yeah.
Right? That's a good way to start. Like, if you want to dare the angels, that'll speed up the spiritual awakening. So I dare you. And so I had been having chest pains in my in my heart center for years, and they came on during stress, and it wasn't a heart attack. It wasn't the whole area. It was just little pinpoints. And so I was shown those pinpoints, one particular, and then I saw a time in my life that was a subconscious memory of me as a tiny baby in diapers, feeling all of those alone feelings, feeling, where am I? Why isn't anybody coming? All of those feelings that we are not conscious of as we sit here today, right? And so I associated that point with that memory. I asked Archangel Michael to take it away. I filled it with light and love. And that went on for 6 or 7 more times. However, it was multiple more times in my heart chakra, that area. Different subconscious memories of me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point I was like, okay, I got to figure out what's going on here. So that
me and Michael have hung out a number of times.
Yeah.
And so what does this mean for Carrie?
Yeah.
It's hard to deny.
Yeah.
That kind of experience.
Yeah. And
requiring a response.
It took me on this path, right? I had to figure it out. What's going on here? And I studied hypnosis. I studied that method that woman was doing, and then practiced that a bit and studied hypnotherapy. And that was my first question, was to the guy who's trying to get me to sign up for the program. My question was, wait, what was that? What happened?
Yeah.
And his answer was, it was self-hypnosis.
Whoa. This is the word for it.
Right. This is the word for it. So I now teach self-hypnosis.
Okay. You have just begun teaching me a little bit. And all I can say about you and Archangel Michael is, sure, everything, right? Everything is possible. That's what I'm seeing.
That's right.
And that, how it fits in my belief is this God that I've known all along with different names is so much bigger than what like the picture that I was shown. The picture I was shown, I think, was formed to do some controlling things, to put in a box, to say, no, don't do that. This is going to help you serve the society in this way. What you've shown me, just a little bit, and universe showing themselves, is break all the boxes. So,
right.
Like, I can only imagine your journey, your path is just right for you. Archangel Michael, I've met my parents in different ways. That's been the way that I'm needing to break open some more boxes for myself. So thank you so much for serving others and answering that call.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a, they say that when you're called, it gets louder.
And you might have to go la 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 for a while.
Right. Well, I did, right, in my 20s. That's exactly what I was doing, all the way to architecture school. But and then it got so loud that I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do this, Archangel Michael.
Here we go. You better be here.
Jumping off the cliff.
So interesting that the DARE language worked, because I have old programming that's like, oh, I have to be respectful, don't I? And that's not respectful. Something like that. And
we're going to break that box open.
No, right. Yeah, just another box.
Yeah.
And because really the bigger picture is, if that's how you want to come, dear, come on. I just want you to come along on this.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. And that's what it takes for me, right? I needed to have that language because
It fit you.
It fits me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love that. All right, so here's another question. What is your greatest joy in your business?
It's that aha moment. It's that when the clients finally look at the bigger picture and see all that they really are.
Yeah.
You know, it's the wow, there's more to this reality. And we are just skimming the surface. I mean, a very small part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when they connect to their guides, to their and the term guides can have whatever term you are comfortable with, whomever guides, subconscious mind, superconscious mind, higher self, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter.
It's all there for us.
It's all there for us, right? Yeah. So that's when they've taken back their light, right?
Yes. Yeah, I was hoping someone would join who commented when I posted that you were going to be joining me. She said, I love Carrie. She helped me take back my light. Isn't
Oh,
that incredible?
that
That
is
you,
incredible.
that someone says that about you? I mean, I think that's pretty amazing.
That
Must
is
be a
amazing.
really good feeling.
Thank you. Archangel
So,
Michael.
yes, yes. Thank all the helpers. And
All the helpers. All the helpers.
so I'd asked you to bring some challenge today. Something challenging in your business, some way that you feel kind of blocked. Wondered if I could step in there with you, see what we could do.
So my challenge, I have so many ideas, and I want to create workshops.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
But there are so many ideas that I'm excited about all of them. Right. There's follow your excitement. Well,
Too much excitement.
I'm so damn excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So how do I bring it down, right?
so it happens that I have this problem too, a little bit. Like so many good ideas I'm cooking on. I wonder which one is the one.
Yeah.
So how do you sit with one when it comes to you? Say like the bright idea of the moment.
Well, they come in during my channeling or meditations, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I have a practice of recording my channels, my personal downloads, and so I have them all recorded,
Yeah.
which is great. Do I go back,
Wow.
sit back and listen? Never. I never do.
Yeah.
But the ones that kind of resonate, and that's probably the trick is to go back and listen. But
Right.
I've got I have to just sit, I guess, choose one and run with it and develop it. But it's that take a moment and choose it and develop it rather than go out and look for the next idea, because those are exciting. It's exciting to discover more, to learn more, to download, but I have to develop. I have to sit and develop one further.
Yeah, and I don't know what's the have to, right? My
Right.
thing is to follow your lead. But what I'm hearing you say is you want to follow something, right? You want to develop one of those and eventually maybe some, but since we're finite beings, let's just say, like in our bodies at least, let's just say pick one, cook in it for a little bit, and then which one is that? I think it's fair that they're all amazing, and I'm glad that you know and you're teaching me how much like every one of them is allowable, right? Is like you're allowed to love that one and do that one.
Right.
It's choice, right? It's an abundance of choices, and thank universe we have that, right?
That's right.
And that you are like, this is one of your superpowers, is the downloads. No shortage of downloads, and that's like the thing that you'll bring always with you, no matter what you do. Yay.
Yay.
And then how, the way I hear it is how to figure out the one. So a couple things, like there's logic mind. Here's what logic mind says. Write the top 5 that come to you right now when you think about it. You don't have to review them. I mean, I'm glad that you have the recordings for when you want to go back to them, when it's like the one that is calling you and talking to you more. What if you just like trust your gut about the top 5 that come to you?
Yeah.
And then ask the download to be like, which of these top 5, which feels good to me right now, which fits the future of Carrie, the future take back your light. Like, is there one that fits the best? Which one sounds the most like ease right now?
Right.
Lots of good ideas. Not all of them sound like, I mean, I could do that in my sleep. I could do that and not be paid for it. Like, that would be just fun. And, I don't know what your filter is, right? But those are good guidances for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what feels good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you said they're all exciting.
But they all
sound easy in a way.
Right. Right. And I'll have to, that's a really good lesson, because, and it's a thing I'll do in meditation, right? Because it would be asking guides, but that's a good way to start. Yeah. The 5, because that feels good for the year, right? Because the workshops will be, well, see, that's the part that I don't know. What will they be? In my mind, there may be 3 nights. But then how long did they run? All of those little details. But once the thinking is that once I develop them, that will become clear.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's hard to make the whole plan. Like you just went into, at least what I heard and what's familiar to me too, is like, but what does this mean? What's the big picture? How do I roll it out over and over again? And how is it going to, I mean, we don't know yet.
Step by step.
Right? The first thing is which object vibrates with you the most is
Right.
kind of one way to think about it. Like,
right.
That's a big question. I mean, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair if that takes some time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like bounding even the question to
Mm-hmm.
that for now, I think is helpful. Because even like, I don't know, the question under the question sometimes is like, why yes to that? Why no to that? Like sometimes it's like, is your highest best self answering that? Is it fear? Is there some story about why that one, why not that one? Those will unfold as you get closer. But this dreaming thing that you do really well, and I, at least for me, recognize it's all fun because it's like way up there, right? It's like I can even imagine this beautiful outcome from that. That's not scary.
Right.
The scary thing is like dropping the breadcrumbs between now here and there, right?
That has always been hard for me. Even when they say, I remember in school, write a paragraph and then chunk it down, and you're like, what?
Yes.
But at the end, this is what happens.
Right.
I can always see the outcome, just like what you said. I can always see the outcome. It's the getting there, getting to there. It's not the fun part for me.
I mean, it depends what your process is, but what I can imagine when you said that is maybe, oh, I just did something like this morning. Like, I say this a lot with my clients, like, let's just try this on like a coat. Just try it on like a coat and then write down that outcome. And maybe that outcome is different, right? Like how you picture it,
Right.
you know, when it's successful, whatever that is, what like if when it is telling you it was the right choice, you know, put that on like the coat and see what that feels like. What is the, oh, I was the right choice. Here's how I knew it was the right choice. I mean, I could see each one playing out to a different place, right?
Yeah.
And this is an old analogy that I always feel really freed by is we don't have to know the whole path across the river. I think this is what colors your parachute. We don't have to know the whole path. We just have to take the one leap, lily pads, I think, crossing, yeah. Right? We have to take the one leap, and then that's, but it you know, it's in the right direction. That's all we know.
Right.
And then we'll see the next thing.
What is it? I know what I know when I need to know it.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Thank
you. Multifunctional, that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, like the corollary to that for me was this is what free feels like, right? Yeah. This is what it feels like when it's most fully the thing you're called to.
That's exactly right.
And it doesn't make all the other ones wrong.
Right.
It just helped you feel aligned with the one, however you get there. And then once you decide, I think it's not a bad thing to just like follow it until it's something like come to some cul-de-sac where you're like, okay, I've done it. and just see what that looks like. Does that make sense? Like, don't try to like pull every thread at once. Right. Like, sit with one, take it to its sort of imagined end in some way, and see how that feels.
That makes sense.
I have seen, you know, the more like it helps you just focus, right? Like just like really try it on. Maybe that's the analogy. When you try them all on, off, like you never really like get to sit in the feels of it.
That's right. That feels good.
I would love to hear what comes up for you. I mean, I'm sure eventually on the channels that you're talking on, I'll hear about it, but love to hear how the practice sits with you or what path you follow.
I will definitely. That is a good video. I will definitely share.
Yes. Actually, can we talk about, that's a reminder. Mm-hmm. How can we get more of you? And I happen to know you're on YouTube. So I just wanted to throw you a way to talk about how to hang out with you more.
Well, I do have videos on YouTube, and I set a goal to have, I think it's 500 followers in 3 months, and that was like a month ago. So I got to get on that. But yes, let's rephrase. I am posting at least one video a week. Yeah. And those videos are going to be generally either downloads, you know, describing what the theme is that is coming through. Mm-hmm. I just did a affirmation meditation that I will be doing more of. That one is about choosing emotions. I choose my emotions. So, and those are intended to, you know, if those affirmations resonate with you, then feel free. If they don't resonate with you, then don't.
Yeah.
And because these are things that I do with my clients, we create affirmations together, and those are specific, custom affirmations for my clients. But these are for general audience.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. And then the downloads, and then just the stories and what's happening, and a little, about hypnosis and hypnotherapy and what to expect in a session and these kind of things. I
Okay,
did
so those are the ways to hang out with you is on YouTube,
but
possibly sign up
Facebook.
for a session.
Yeah,
Right? Sounds like one-to-one.
and I do complimentary consultations.
Yeah.
Just, because people have a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis and hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
And then I've also got a Facebook group and a Facebook business page.
That Facebook land that I have avoided myself,
Yeah.
but yes, many people are there.
Yeah, there are people there. And I do, of course, have an Instagram, but I have failed to link it.
You're more active on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Great to hang out with you, and
Wonderful.
I hope people have gotten a sense of how good it is to get help from you and to just learn from you.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I have been so blessed.
I'm not seeing any questions from the audience, but I welcome them for next time. If any of you are watching and want to come, and again next time, hello Elise. So glad you could be here. So I love to close our time with, what is one thing you're calling in for your business right now? And we will all put our energy to that for you.
2020 is the year of the workshop.
The year of the workshop. Okay.
The year of the workshop and the groups.
Yeah. So we're going to send our energy for your wisdom and your clarity and ease and wealth. That's what I wish for everybody.
Thank you. Wonderful, Meg. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
All right. I'm going to try hard to post this up so everyone can see this.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Yes. And we are limitless, even with tech.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, dear. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Bye. Talk soon.
What's next?